unalived and left on her mother's porch to find. I'll be damned. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm humming neither. Erica Ridgewell, channeling Erica Ridgewell. Erica Ridgewell. Unalived and left on her parents' porch, her mother's porch in particular, to be found. In the wee hours of the night, mom was coming out the house next day to find her daughter unresponsive on the porch. Erica Ridgewell. Let me put my do not disturb. I do not want nobody to disturb this reading. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the room. Erica Ridgewell. Young mom, mother of 3. Left on her parents' porch to be found unalive the next day. Thank you. Thank you, Ramona. Hey, Terrell. Didn't even have the nerve, okay, to place. Can you imagine how traumatizing it is to come out and find your child unalive on the porch? I can't wait to find out what's going on with this. You know, we finna clock that T. We finna let y'all know what happened. I got some new cards, some new cue cards I did also this time. Is I really letting these people speak from the dead or from the unalive. I really want them to tell us what happened and really speak to us. Sometimes these cards doesn't suffice exactly what I need, so I created some of these cards like this, and they have words on them. You see how many they are. So we're gonna really let them speak to us and let us know what happened. Yes, prayers for her family. That meant when I tell you, I've been wound up in a crazy home if I came out and my daughter was slumped like that. I've been wound up in a crazy home for real. I'm telling y'all. So like, you know, too much is given, much is required. Like praying for the family and all the friends of hers, that she find, you know, they seek justice and find out who did this. That's why I got cameras in front of my house. I got 360 cameras around my damn house. But let's go. We gonna get into it, y'all. We are here. Put some vibrations on the board. Ridgewell. What happened to you? You can mount me now? You can mount me? Oh, God, okay. As she's mounting me, I immediately feel, like, nauseous. I feel real dizzy, like really, really, really dizzy. I don't know if it was a blunt force trauma to her head. I feel real dizzy. You gonna drink? She's definitely here with us. Okay. Well, what happened to you? What happened that night on the porch? What happened that night on the porch? Okay. Okay. What happened that night on the porch? What happened that night on the porch? Who did it? What happened that night on the porch? What happened that night on the porch? Okay, let's see what's coming out. Okay, we got dismemberment. Me too. I'm overprotecting my son, and I put cameras all around, baby, in and out. It's you know, the common areas. Trapped, revenge. I don't get this happen on the porch. This didn't happen there. She was dropped there. Homicide. Get garbage. I got cover up. Abuse, neglect. She talks about her children immediately. She talks about her children. Woo! Ah, fuck. My body feels heavy, y'all. Oh God. Sometimes I feel like when your body feels heavy, I feel like they're still here. Like they like they haven't transitioned. I get. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like she hasn't transitioned. I get. Abuse, neglect, cover up. She speaks about the children. Mother of 3. That makes, you know. She talks about some type of drugs. I don't know if this was behind some type of drugs. I do get revenge. I do get revenge from her. Then we're really going to get down to it and really let her speak through the cards. Because I feel like the cards, I'm really going to get what I need. She got this was organized. So when you get organized crime, it can be more than simply just like organ trafficking, ex trafficking. It can also be organized, premeditated. Okay, premeditated by a man. Okay, she goes, this is premeditated. Like this person been wanting to do this. Like she's seen it coming. This person been wanting to do this. Okay, yeah, family member. Okay, family member, possibly baby father. Okay, I hear you loud and clear. Like she's talking now. She's talking now. Okay. Anything else? Cause this person the devil. No, yeah. Also, there is a female involved. Okay. There is a female involved. I'm gonna show you that. So there is a female involved. Also what I'm getting here is this is a revolving around some type of money for some reason. Like this is revolving around some type of money. I don't know, money owed. Money owed. Was her baby father selling rugs? Did he owe some money? And because of that, they came for her. Like I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know. I don't really know nothing too much about the case other than the fact that she was left on the mother's porch. But I'm getting this is involving a drug gang. This is about drugs. This is revolved around okay revenge. Drug wars, revenge. Okay, you ever met somebody, right? And let me tell you something, because this is a fact. There has been people that had confessed. I got a confession to make. I forgot who it was, but he said, when I was selling rugs for compensation or collateral, I showed the person that I go buy the weight from where my mom lived. You understand what I'm saying? Where my mom lived. Okay. And the reason for that, okay, clock that T. And the reason for that was so that way, in case anything happened and the rugs came up missing or the money came up missing, well, your family's collateral. Okay. So that's what I got from this. Okay. And I got that's a cover up because of that. Okay. But this is surrounding some type of rug money. Okay. This is involving some type of rug money. Like I said, organized crime, premeditated, meaning that she was offered up for collateral. Damn. She was offered up for collateral. I get that straight out the gate, okay? Because greed also came out. That's what fell on the floor. Greed, okay? Greed. Greed will make you. And let me tell you something that's so scary about that. Let me tell you a fact that's so scary about that. I do have an ex-boyfriend that literally, I remember one day him saying, "Hey, come to the window." And I'm like, "Come to the window? For what?" Right? So I open up the window and I look down, and it's him and his supplier, right? And I'm like, "Oh, hey." And he points up, and then the guy's like, "Cool," and then walks off, right? And then I remember saying to myself, after the fact, when he came, I'm like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Oh, that's my supplier." And in my mind, I'm just like, "Well, why did you bring him here?" You know what I mean? Why did you bring him here out of all places, right? And so this is what that gives, like, literally, okay? Whew, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I did not see this story. Okay, you start thinking it's a crazy ex-boyfriend or a crazy baby father. This was about some type of drugs. Okay, revenge for that matter. Okay, it was already premeditated. All right, in advance, in case something happened with the work. Money wasn't owed. This was behind greed, straight up. I mean, like, straight up. And what I'm getting, what Allegedly is telling me, I don't know if you know, I work with my reaches. What Allegedly is telling me, that she is lucky. She is lucky that she didn't get dismembered. She is lucky that she didn't get dismembered. She's lucky to have been placed on her mom's porch in one full piece. Okay, because these were some real serious rug suppliers. And I'm getting Mexican. I'm getting Mexican. Mm-hmm. Yep, I got Mexican. Let's see what she has to say. Yeah, I did not. Nah, I did not. Baby, when I tell you, I did not expect this to be it, but this happens in the hood all the time. People and families are offered up for collateral, unfortunately, all the time. Okay? So they need to look into this, even though, the baby father didn't and literally did it, but he did, because he offered her up for collateral. And let me tell you something. Let me show you something else too. That could have been his children. That could have been his children offered up for collateral. But they took the baby father. This person that did it, they had some type of self-conscious and remorse, because he could have just offed her and the children. Does that make sense? He, like, literally, she's saying that what she heard for him is, "You are lucky that I don't dismember you." Like, I'm talking about as clear as day. Like, I hear right in my right ear. Like, you're lucky. You're lucky that you're going out like this. Wow. Whoo. Okay. All right. What do you got to say about this? What do you want to tell us? Who did it? Let's get some clues. What's going on with this situation? What can you tell us? Y'all. This is about rug dealing. Like, I don't know why I'm not shocked. Okay, that's weird. Because I literally put something on each and every one of these ones, and there's nothing on these ones. Okay, let's just put this to the side. It's weird. Okay. All right. Interesting. What do you got to say to us? Who did it? Okay. Okay, she says something concerning a car accident, love affair. She says, "I love you, Mom." She says, "I love you, Mom." I don't feel like there's a car accident involved in this. I feel like she's warning her mom about an accident, a possible car accident. She's still worried about her family. She still worries about her family. I feel like she was the financial head of the family in her own respects. But this also has to do with a love affair also, she says. I did get that there was a woman in here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, female did come out. So this is all over the place. This is all over the place. But let's see how it all ties in. Love affair. Okay, that would make sense. She says, yeah, because he was seeing me, right? And he was seeing another girl. So why throw your fucking baby mother under the bus? Why put me for collateral? I'm the mother. I'm the mother of your kids. Clock that T. Okay, clock it. Clock that, y'all. Clock that. That's what she means by love affair. So basically, he could have put somebody else up for collateral in case something went wrong with this rug dealing. Okay, but he put her up for collateral, the mother of his kids. And that's the reason why she's pissed off about this love affair, because she does know about this other person. It's like, why you didn't put her up? Why me? Okay. But that makes sense. I'm like, how does this tie? Why would a love affair tie into this? Because that wasn't the initial reason why she got unalive. It was because of a rug dealing gone wrong. Okay. Okay, she talks about her mom. She talks about her dad. Okay, she talks about her mom. She talks about her dad. Still concerned with the family. She's more pissed off about the fact that she got unalived and she got taken away from her kids. She missed her mom. She misses her dad. Than she is at the actual stuff that happened. But she's like, it is what it is. This nigga. Yeah, look. She's still talking about her kids. Look. My daughter came out. Okay, and she says something about foster parents. I don't know if she was taking care of somebody else's kids like it was her own. I've done that before quite a few times. I'm actually raising other kids like it was my own. I said, I don't think anyone else has spoken to her. Thank you so much for giving. No problem. But heavy on the family, y'all. I hope her family sees this. They're probably gonna cry as soon as they see it. She talks about love. She's not. You know, these type of women. That's what you don't understand when it comes to women who have kids. When you channel them, they rarely want to talk about this shit. Okay? They rarely want to talk about what the fuck actually happened. Because just like a natural mom's instinct is going to come in, my kids, my mom, my family. Okay? So you'll get that a lot. But eventually they get mad enough to start coming through with the facts. Eventually, after they get that out the way, because think about it. And I want you to think about it. If you got shot, unfortunately, like God forbid, right? If you got hurt and you know you're about to go, what's the first thing you think about? What's the very first thing you think about? You don't think about, oh, this person, and I've came close to unaliving quite a few times, and I remember the first thing I thought about is, damn, this is how I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be honest. It literally goes from, damn, I'm gonna unalive in a freaking car accident fire, right? To immediately, oh my God, my kids. Okay? And so that's why she's like coming through like, okay, before we even get anywhere, I need to say I love my mom, I love my dad, my daughter. You know, she's thinking about her kids. Whew. Okay. Got it. Okay. She pulled out beaten to death. Beaten to death. Beaten to death. Okay, so I haven't seen the coroner's report yet. I don't know if anybody has seen the coroner's report yet. I don't really know what was the COD yet. I don't know what the COD is yet. But I would love to know if you know, blunt force trauma, because that's exactly what I got. Like immediately when I started channeling her, I got my head just real dizzy, like right in the back of my head over here. Got caught by surprise behind. Got caught by surprise and from behind. Yep. Okay. She says shot clock 48 hours. She said they had exactly 48 hours to solve her crime. They had 48 hours to solve her crime, and they didn't. She also states, which is crazy because I'm looking at it dead down here. She also states, after me, she doesn't want nobody else to channel her. Literally, like it says it in real time. Don't channel me. Don't channel me. Don't channel me. Don't channel me. Okay? She don't want nobody to channel her after me. Ooh, she said, "Oh, I will haunt you." She said, "Don't channel me or I will haunt you." Well, your guys been warned. Gone too soon. She said she was gone too soon. Gone too soon, she says. They got help. Somebody helped. Somebody helped. This is an organized crime. This is it was premeditated. Somebody didn't pay the piper, and they came to collect. Okay? She says they killed me. They killed me. They. I gotta sip my wine. Because Jesus. They killed me. I get female and male. A female and a male. Yep. Female and a male. Yep. Very dark. Very demonic. Put her on the porch like trash. Dumped her on the porch like trash. Like I'm getting really nervous right now. I'm getting nervous. I love these cards. Like I feel like these cards like can give me full sentences instead of pictures. Let's see what else she says with these cards. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the other girl, that she says, why didn't he throw her under the bus? He got caught cheating. That's how she found about them. I don't know if it was a rainy night. I gotta see what the weather was like when she was unalived. But a rainy night came out here. She talks about her sister once again going back into the family. My sister. And I'm going in order. It just fell on the table, so I'm gonna go in order. She talks about organ trafficking. So whoever they're getting ready to, whoever is doing her burial, be careful. She told me she wants to be cremated. She told me that she wants to be cremated. She wants to be cremated. She wants to be cremated. Clock that team. She wants to be cremated. She don't want nobody being able to get a hold of her organs or coming to visit her. I don't know if she expressed that to somebody or not. It just says East. I don't know what the East has to do with. I don't know if that was in the East Coast. Okay. It says stabbed. And then she says something about alligator. I don't know, but when I get alligator, I don't get literally alligator as in a animal alligator. I get like this person wore alligator shoes, alligator purse. Okay, some type of purse or some type of clothing that's made of alligator. They need to look into that. Also, she said they hated me. They hated me. Cover Up came out twice. I'm going off what's coming up off the top. Cover Up came up twice in the cards and in these cards. Okay, so it came up twice. Okay, all right. So that's what I'm getting from this. I want to see how long has this situation been going on as far as the premeditated part. How long have they been premeditating your unaliving? How long have they been premeditating your unaliving? How long has this premeditating been going on? Y'all got to stop doing it. Y'all got to stop. Y'all men really need to stop doing it. Because in their mind, it's Russian roulette. Like, you know, who, like, it's literally a celebrity. I don't know who they is, but it's a very popular celebrity. He said, I got a confession to make. When I was dealing with my supplier, I showed them where my mom lived for collateral. I believe that was Boosie. Like, it's weird as hell. She got on a hot rainy day. So remember, rainy came out. She said at afternoon, and she just said do it. So what I got is she was unalived earlier that day, and she was left there in the nighttime. She was brought there and dropped off there. It did not happen on that porch. I'm letting y'all know it did not happen on that porch, and she was lucky to not have got dismembered. This is something like a Mexican cartel. Also I'm getting from this. It's like the higher ups, okay? Like her baby father, whoever was the rug dealer that left her for collateral, had no clue who they were really dealing with. And they came to collect. Let me see if anything else is gonna come out. This is interesting, y'all. I ain't get this. I haven't heard anything about rug dealing being involved, but yeah. But like I said, she talks a lot about her family. Heavy on that, like heavy on the family. Yeah, got her from the back. Got her from the back. Like I said, she was attacked from the back. Blunt force trauma in the back of the head. And I'm telling you, I don't even think I can find a COD yet, which is cause of death. Somebody that she did have some type of chemistry with, she is gonna haunt the shit out of them. She keeps mentioning haunting. Okay, she says she's gonna haunt anybody that tries to channel her after me, and she mentions haunting this particular person. Okay, the unalived, not the one that actually unalived, but the one that put her up for collateral. The one that put her up for collateral, because she said, I will be with my kids right now if your stupid ass wasn't out here playing games with my life. You was out here playing games with my fucking life. Literally. No consideration for the fact, why didn't you throw one of your side bitches that wasn't the mother of your kids? Okay, that wasn't the mother of your kids. She says thank you next. I don't think she wants to talk no more. When I get that moving on, thank you next, I won't be getting shit else. I don't want to talk about her main thing was making sure her kids, her mom, dad knew that she loved them. Said something about her sister as well. And she just wanted this whole thing to get out about the rugs. I don't know who. And she said that's why she wants to get cremated. She don't want nobody coming with fake flowers to her thing, kissing ass. She was hated by many. Y'all saw that came out. She was hated. She said they hated me. And I feel the same way. It's you ever had so many haters? My grandmother was like that. You have so many haters. I don't want a funeral. Okay? I don't want nobody standing over me, looking at me in the back of their mind saying, good for you, bitch. Right? I'm just being honest. And that's literally what I get from her. That's literally what I got from her. Clock that tea. Clock that tea, y'all. Okay? That's literally what I got from her. Okay? Let's see if we can get some signs for these people who this person could have been. Let's see if we get some signs. Person could be a Libra, a Cancer. Only her family would know. Libra, Cancer. I got Capricorn and Aries. She keeps throwing the child card at me. Libra and Cancer. She's like, focus on my message for my children. She literally threw this card back at me 3 times. Like, as much as I keep trying to roll this shit and investigate all this shit, she's like, tell my kids that I love them. Tell my mom and my dad that I love them, my family. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck happened. Like, it is what it is. Right? The message is already out. This was behind some type of rug dealing gone wrong. Greed. Okay, she's upset that she did find out prior to her unaliving about another female. Okay, and she feels like, why wasn't this person thrown under the bus like me? I'm the mother of your children. Okay, and then honestly, I'm gonna be honest, because me and my ex, we had such a love and hate relationship. I really do feel like he threw me under the bus on purpose, because he also had a baby mother. Why not put her up for collateral? Why bring them to my house? Right? So like it's kind of killing two birds with one stone, because it's like, if I, if I don't get the rugs on time, or I don't get you your money, then you'll go ahead and you'll unalive this person. Now I don't give a fuck about her. Call that tea. So that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes about that celebrity that said that he put his mom up for collateral. He showed the supplier where his mom lived. That speaks volumes about how he feels about his mom, and the fact that I said allegedly Boosie. I'm not sure if it was Boosie, but I believe it was Boosie that said that. Right? And my thing about it is, like, for you to do that, you don't give a fuck about your mom. You don't give a fuck about your mom. You know what I mean? It says she had a close friend. On what I read in this story, it says she had a close friend. Okay. Do you think the close friend has something to do with it? I love you too, boo. You think the close friend got something to do with it? Clock that tea, y'all. Clock that tea. This is some good tea. But like I said, she's head. That's why she chose me, because she know I'm not gonna drag this shit out. A lot of people try to drag this shit out. She was really heavy on making sure that her message got to her family and her kids. Okay, she wanted to make sure that, look, she keeps throwing the child card at me. She keeps throwing the child card at me like, fuck the family. I said the kids. She said, fuck the family. They cool though too. I'm talking about my kids. I keep hearing, oh my God, it's like a mother's cry. Like my kids, my kids, my kids, my kids, my kids. Like, you hear it too, right, my love? That's confirmation. You heard my dog, right? My dog said that's confirmation. Cause you want to say hi? Cause you know you my kid. You my kid too. You my kid. She put a nose up for a kiss. But yeah, okay. So like when I tell you, you know what I mean. And look, anybody else that's gonna channel her, like she said, she gonna haunt your ass. So good luck with that. Good luck with that, because she finna haunt your ass. So since she wants to talk to her kids so much, okay, I'm actually gonna let her talk to her kids only. We're only focusing on channeling her and let her say what she gotta say to her kids. At this point, I gotta respect her wishes. Let's go to these cards. And then I'm even gonna pull out some kitty cards, like little ones like this, okay? All right, y'all. What do you want to say to your kids? What do you want to say to your kids? I'll let you talk to your kids. She says boundaries hurt, avoiding conversation, not to lay, still upset. She's still upset. She says blowing kisses. This is on the top. Blowing kisses. Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fair and love, affection returned. She talks about them evolving. She'll be with them as they grow up, every single next phase and step of their life. She will be there. All the vibes, all the truth, realness. Yep. Okay. She also talks about stability, groundness. She's worried about their stability. Just like any other mother, and I got this from another mother as well. When I channeled her, is they worry about who's gonna be with them, who's gonna take care of them. So she's very adamant about, as far as like making sure her family understands. Please leave my kids with somebody who's gonna do right by my kids. Okay, who's gonna do right by my kids. I got healing heartbreak, toxicity, abusive relationship, healing heart. She sends them healing heart and love. Okay. She talks about new beginning and transitioning, but like I said, she doesn't want a coffin. She wants to be cremated. So I hope their family does see this, and hopefully they respected her wishes, or maybe they didn't know. Maybe it's too late. I don't know. She talks about a mirror, love bombing, one-sided. She says to be careful with some type of family member in her family, around her kids, that was known for backstabbing her. Like, I just feel like people gotta be really, really concerned with the fact that If people hate you, I get from her, they hate your kids. If people hate you, they hate your kids, is what I'm getting from her. So she's like very concerned with, after they're vulnerable now, and now these fake people trying to come around like, oh, you okay? I heard you lost your mom. You know what I mean? With, you know, with really no real empathy. Just a fake person, okay, in general. So she talks about mirrors a lot. I don't know what mirrors have to do with anything, but she talks about a lot of mirrors. Look, mirror, mirror on the wall. Yep. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? Okay. Okay, girl. You stole that bitch. You stole that bitch in the afterlife. And she says, Cupid's arrow. Love is coming. Surprise, stuck on love. Okay. So she sends the kids healing hearts. Um, really adamant and making sure her family members know, because when I pulled that stability card, this card came sliding to me, which is family. And y'all don't know that this table is very, very stable. So when I'm doing certain things and cards start sliding to me, I feel like that's a sign. So like I said, when stability came out, and as far as this narcissistic person, that card came coming to me. So this is somewhere in the family. She's concerned with making sure the family knows, please leave my kids with somebody that say, who do you want your kids to be left with? Who do you want your kids to be left with? Ooh, shit. She says, I want justice. She says, I want justice. She said, my neighbor. I don't know who's the neighbor. She says she wants something about her son being left with the neighbor. I don't know who her neighbor is. Something about being hurt by somebody that she knows. She said, check the phone and the text messages. Check the phone. And so somewhere in the text message in the phones, she texted somebody and said, hey, if anything ever happened to me, I want my kids to stay with such and such. Point blank, period. Point. I'm not budging off of that. If somewhere in her text message she texted somebody and said, hey, if anything was to happen with me, I want my kids to stay with such and such. Okay, and the rest of these is not even nothing on these. These is just blank. These three is just blank. I don't know why, because I didn't have any blank ones in here. So I'm finding that to be very weird. And she says, I'm rotting. So they didn't cremate her. I'm rotting. So she's right now buried in the ground rotting. I don't know why she felt like sharing that. I guess she just wanted to let me know. No, they haven't respected my wishes, and I'm somewhere rotting. You know what that is? Decaying. Is a little bit, maybe a little bit too TMI, but it is what the card said. Okay, I can't even say it without stuttering, because it was like, okay, all right, y'all. So I felt like that's enough. With that being said, rest in peace to her. And like I said, she wants justice. They have to look into see how this is tied into what happened to her. How this is tied into what happened to her. How this greed, okay, is tied into what happened to her by this person, okay, and another male person that was in here somewhere. Organized crime. All right, y'all. So that took a lot out of me. So, yes, I hope y'all got what y'all needed to get out that story. Stay tuned for more stories. If you need a private reading, look in the description below. You'll actually see a link there to get a private reading with me. So you can speak to your loved ones that passed on, or you can simply just look to see what you need to look into as far as what's coming for you in the future, and what you need to look out for. And even if you need some suggestions on how to keep your family safe, okay? Because like she said, she did mention something about a car accident. So that's a warning to somebody about a car accident in her family. Possibly going to be driving the kids around. Also, but that's enough. I feel like I got what I needed to get out this reading. She said, do not channel her again, or she's going to haunt you. Okay, clock that tea. Bye.